Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I am going to be doing my June favorites, my succulents, cacti, tropical plants that I'm really impressed with the month of June. And some of them may not be very big or have a whole lot of growth, but they've been with me for a little while, or they were propagations, and I'm just really impressed with the amount of growth and development that they have had already. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's start off with a snake plant, Sansevieria, and this one here, the Sansevieria zeylanica, it was actually a cutting from my mom's plant that was sent to me, and I'm hoping to find some footage of when I unboxed this and what it looked like. But one of the things that I am really impressed with on this particular cutting is you see that variegation that it's growing on this leaf and this one right here. Isn't that unique? Now this plant is out in my patio. It does get a couple of hours of early morning sun and then bright light the rest of the time, not direct sun the rest of the day. And I've not seen it have this type of variegation before, so I'm really impressed with it. I think it's just so unique, and I'm not sure if it's because of the sun that it's getting in the early morning hours or that it's not getting enough sun. I'm not sure, but for a cutting, you can see there's even more growth right here. For a cutting that came from my mom's plant, it's doing great. You can see where the pieces that she sent me were these right here, that the tips were cut off, and you can see the new growth with its new tips. But there's some more growth there. But this one I picked mainly because of that variegation that it has on it. I just absolutely love it, and I'm impressed by it. So the Sansevieria zeylanica is one of my favorites for June. Now, staying outside in the patio, I wanted to share with you this aloe, because look at this beautiful bloom that it's getting. This is my aloe blush that I had done a video on how I separated it. It is a Costa Farms Desert Escape. This is the original pot, and I'll show you. I got two other pots out of this. It was just jam-packed in there with growth and pups and everything. But the other plants are doing wonderful also. It's kind of a medium-sized one. It's like large, medium, and then small that I got out of it. But it's doing great. You can see it has a lot of new leaves in the center there, and some pups growing in the center. But I was really happy to see that it bloomed again for me this year. When I first got it last year, it did bloom. I think it actually had a bloom on it when I got it. So for it to bloom again for me this year, I was really happy. I wasn't expecting that. The other two don't have blooms on them, but this was the main mother plant, so I think that's why it had it on there. But this is also on my patio, east facing, so I get some. Hey, you guys, take it easy down there. So it does get, this is on my east facing patio, so that's the third time I'm trying to film that little segment, and these dogs. Anyways, it gets east morning sun and it's doing great out there. Loving it. Okay, so let's move inside, and particularly in my bedroom where I have my Hoyas. I wanted to share with you this Hoya curtisii. This is one that I brought back from Arizona, got it at Plant Stand of Arizona, and it was about this long. And look how much it's grown. But what's unique about it is the way that it has kind of forked off there, I guess is the one way that I can term it on this stem. How it's gotten 4 different growth points there, and 2 on this one, 2 on this one. So I'm thinking that this Creticeae is known for that, and it does have more growth over on this side. So it's doing really well. It's in a south-facing window in my bedroom. I probably need to turn it because like all the growth is on one side, but it's all good. And this little pot here I got at Target from the Target dollar spot last year, but it is still in its little nursery pot here. I did give it fresh soil when I got home, and this one here, it's just grown all of these pieces here, these tendrils here. It's just wonderful. I don't see any peduncles on it. I'm not anticipating this one to bloom for me anytime soon because it is very juvenile, very young. So I don't anticipate that. I have other ones that I'm hopeful for and praying for that they will bloom. But this Hoya Creticeae, since I brought it home from Arizona in March, it's just been doing beautifully. Nice, cute little leaves and getting nice and long. Absolutely love it. Hoya Creticeae. Okay, so another one that I brought home from Arizona, from Plant Stand of Arizona, is, and this is heavy because I just watered it, is this Philodendron Birkin. And I have repotted it in this blackberry pot that I had because it was in a 6-inch pot and it was just busting out the seams. It needed a repotting, so I put it in a little bit bigger pot, an 8-inch pot that was deeper because its roots were very long, and it's doing beautifully here in my lounge, my TV room. Look at, it's gotten so many new leaves right here in the center. All of these are new leaves and a new one unfurling right there. It's just doing beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, I mean, I really, it's way in the corner back here under the grow bulb. I sometimes forget it's there because it gives me no worries, no issues, knock on wood, and you know, I don't have to fuss over it. So that's a wonderful thing about this particular plant. And it seems to like it there in the corner, minding its business, and under that grow bulb there. So this is the Philodendron Birkin, and the variegation on the leaves is still very prominent. Philodendron Birkin. So this last one I haven't had very long. I actually did a haul video on it not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago, but it's doing so great that I really wanted to share it with you again and kind of give you an update on it. This is my Monstera silta Picana that I have on this cocoa coir pole. And this one I got at Lowe's. It's in a hanging basket, but I've taken the hangers off and put a pole on it, but I've left some the stems still trailing. It is on a elevated pillar candle holder right behind me here in the corner, right under the grow bulb. And just yesterday, actually, I kind of took the vines off of the pole and wound them again because they were, you know, since the time I put it on there a couple months ago, it's had already grown and it was kind of all wonky and everything, so I had to kind of reattach them to the pole. But I've taken a few dead leaves off of it, which is absolutely normal. Most of them have been like this here inside, you know, little dead ones there that are old, but otherwise it's doing great. Lots of growth on it, you know, no real issues with it as far as bugs or anything like that. Thank goodness. I've had my fair share of mealy bugs lately, but this Monstera silta Picana, I had gotten this one for $19.98. This is an exotic angel, Costa Farms Exotic Angels line, and I was so happy and so surprised to have found this one, but it's doing wonderfully, and I just wanted to update you guys on it, that it's doing great. It's loving life here in the lounge, and it's under the same grow bulb, which I do have a link down below to this particular grow bulb. It's one of those smart grow bulbs where it's on Wi-Fi and I can control it with the app on my phone. I have set it on a schedule where it comes on at 9 o'clock on a soft light, and then around noon it changes to a more, you know, not harsh but brighter light like you would have in the middle of the day, and then later in the afternoon around 4 or 5 I set it to a kind of like a sunset color, and then it's off at 6 o'clock. So that's how I set it, and they seem to be liking it. So, Monstera, silta, Picana. There you have it, friends. Those are the plants that I am loving for the month of June. Let me know down in the comments below which one is your favorite. And, you know, some of them aren't huge or showing huge amounts of growth, but very unique growth, like that snake plant, and also that Hoya curtisii with its, you know, prongs there. Thanks so much, friends. I appreciate your coming by and spending a little bit of your day with me. And if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. That really truly helps me out so very much. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos and the antics of these two down here. Okay, I will see you in the next video, friends. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.